soon as I do my thing.
All right, we will call the Tuesday, November 18th, Williams County Park Board to order. It's 9 a.m. Can we get a roll call, please?
Barry?
Here.
Steve?
Here.
Brad?
Here.
Corey?
Here.
Chris?
Here.
And Shanda's absent.
Thank you. We have a quorum. We will proceed. Item B, approval of minutes. I'll entertain a motion to approve when you're ready.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the October 21st minutes. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Barry?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Bo?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Financial update, October financials.
Good morning. The monthly financial statement is your packet. I can entertain any questions about that. We do not typically. Lindsay helps me, or Lindsay creates a kind of a master plan spreadsheet showing everything we're at. We just had a lot of stuff come in and changes in the last week, and just didn't really feel like we got to a point where it was an accurate number. We still feel really good about where we're at and everything. It was just we didn't want to give you an incomplete number with that sheet, so that's not why that's not in there. We'll work on getting it out. We'll work on getting it done here, getting it back updated and where it should be. It was just a lot of change orders and different things right here at the end of last week, and we just didn't have a real good feeling that this was what we wanted to present. But the normal financials are in there. If you have any questions, I certainly will entertain them.
Okay, any questions from the financials? Seek a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Is there a
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded by Brad. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Steve?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Bo?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Motion passes. Item D, new business, transfer of equipment from county highway to county parks.
Williams, as I mentioned in the county commission meeting, the Williams County Highway Department has a loader and some attachments that they are looking at upgrading to a new one, and Dennis Nelson felt like there's a lot of life left in it. It could still serve a lot of value to us, maybe more value than we would get in trade. The county commission has agreed to give this to the park board at this time. I would answer any questions or entertain a motion to accept the loader and the attachments from county highway.
So moved.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Yes.
Thank you. Moved and seconded to approve transfer of the equipment from county highway to county parks. Any discussion? Does this include a financial transfer, or is it just a equipment transfer?
It's an equipment transfer. Christy said that the piece of equipment is depreciated and our depreciation down to zero. The biggest thing is just Dennis was counting on that trade-in for his budget. So it's my understanding that we'll make a budget adjustment just so his budget's still good. But I don't believe there's going to be a financial move of money from parks to county.
Okay.
Do you have any way to haul it around?
I don't have a trailer large enough at this time, but Dennis and I have been talking about that too.
Okay, any other discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Brad?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Bo?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. 2026 meeting schedule.
The proposed meeting schedule is in your packet. It is every third Tuesday of every month following the county commission meeting. Just as we've talked about in the past, would like to discuss what time we want to set as the scheduled start time. just to give you guys an idea, in the last year, we've started at 8:30 one time, 8:45 at one time, 8:55 at one time, and everything else has been 9 o'clock or after. I know I don't want us waiting around for no reason at all. I know I don't want you guys to wait around. I know your time's valuable as well. I do think there's maybe some value to moving it to 8:45. I don't think we start too commonly before that. I just, especially with adding the department head updates to this meeting of the month, adds a little more time in there. I mean, either way, like I said earlier, I'll be here no matter what time you say it at. So, but I do think there's some value in that, for Brad and Shandu who come a little later, and then if there's any members of the public, I just don't see it starting at 8:30 very often. I think 8:45 maybe, but I'll do whatever you want. Just
I
wanted to
guess
throw it out there.
My feeling would be 9 o'clock, and the only reason I say that is it's a lot of times there's documents that need to be signed. So whoever is the chair of the county commission might need the time to sign some documents, get them done in between. But well, Commissioner Ramberg and I had a conversation that in the old days, the park board was at 7 a.m. I'm getting a dirty look from the back row, I think.
You see my look?
That's only 5 a.m. where Brad is.
It's only 5 where you're at, Brad.
Okay. Any motion to that effect?
I'd make a motion to set the park board time on the dates presented at 9 a.m.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded to set the time for 9 a.m. Any discussion? Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes. R&T water purchase agreements.
In your packet is a blank form of the R&T water purchase agreement. The rural water has did an expansion project from Wild Rose east a long ways past McGregor, and they this summer they made it to McGregor, and they have stubbed in 2 water lines, one on the north side and one on the south side. We have as part of the deal, we only had to pay their hookup fee. We didn't have any other charge. We will have some expenses moving forward now that it's on our property, but we got it there for just their hookup fee. But we don't have a water user agreement. We don't have anything with Ray Tioga Water until now. So that water agreement is there. I'm looking to get for permission to get or a motion to get the chairman to sign the water agreement. There's actually 2 of them, one for each line coming in. So I'm just looking for a motion for that. And it would have to be notarized as well.
Do we not have water, rural water at Coda Ray?
Yep, we got rural water at Coda Ray. When we redid that project, we have rural water at Blacktail. We're trying to get rural water at Little Egypt, but the water pressure line at the golf course, they say it's not there yet. They don't have enough to feed us for what we need. So we're working through that. And then next year, the same thing that happened with McGregor is happening at Epping Springbrook. They're doing a rural water expansion. So we won't have to pay anything but the hookup fee for that as well. So we're getting close to every one of our parks will have rural water connected.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Any motion?
Yeah, I would move to approve the R&T water agreements, plural, and authorize chairman to sign.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve both R&T water agreements. Is there any discussion? Just curious, what's a hookup fee?
It's $3,000 each.
Okay, so R&T water gets their water from
They're part of
Wassa.
They're part of WAS. Yep.
Okay. So they're
they had
cheaper than Northwest Rural Water.
yeah, mine was 5.
they have they get their water from, they have a reservoir there, so they're connected to the system, but they have their own reservoir for R&T water that they pull their water from.
That big water tank. Oh,
There's a building right there, right on the west side as you come out. You go past,
Big-
right past where the food truck sits, and it's right behind there. That's where their water is.
did not know that.
No.
So their whole system is separate from Wassa.
It is, but it isn't. Let's just put it that way. That's
Yeah.
how they explained it to me. They're
Yep.
all one and they're combined, yet they have their own system. It's
Just an
really easy to
additional-
I was
understand.
just
Kind of like
curious.
fairgrounds contract.
Are you going to complete the documents and have those signed?
Okay,
Yeah, I've
any
got them,
further
I've got 'em-
discussion?
I've got them completed already.
Roll call vote, please.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
And then you'll give me copies.
Yep, I got them right here. Yep.
Okay, motion passes. Discussion items, special road fund grant.
Special road fund grant is coming up due here for this year. We applied. It's something that Dennis has applied for a lot in the past. He did apply for it and got the north side of McGregor. That was through the special road fund, and then we haven't turned our receipts in. But the bypass road at Blacktail Dam, that was approved for a special road fund, and we received that grant for that. So we're looking at we would like to put in an application for the special road fund grant for Epping Springbrook Dam. We know that we were looking at lengthening the entryway, expanding the width and the radius at the top of there, so we can, with the goal of being able to have 2 vehicles with trailers attached, one going in, one going out, being able to sit there safely and make that turn. And then the other issue is to come up and down that hill. And we do have where we're going to even out the grade a little bit, but we came along the determination that paving it would be maybe the way to go. And so once we did that, we were looking at it along the way. Special road fund increased their minimums, and so we looked at paving it all the way to the back, the entryway all the way to the back of the road. Total project costs that we're estimating to be $800,000, and we would receive we'd be eligible to receive up to $500,000 for this grant. So and you know, from learning from Dennis and going through this once with Blacktail Bypass Road, being ready and being able to do it right now is important, and we're there. So I would, with your permission, I'd like to approve or apply for this grant.
Is there a motion
So moved.
and a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to give Jeremy the go ahead to apply for special road fund grant funding. Any discussion? Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Chris,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes. Motion passes. Thank you. Blacktail Beach Trail Grant.
Looking back and looking through looking through the previous park board, I realized that while we had talked about the beach trail grant, which I should say that's through Garrison Diversion, we talked about applying it for that, but at that time there was never a formal motion that you guys approved that we would apply for that grant. We did agree, we did receive it, but in order for us to put in all our receipts and collect on that grant, we have to have formal approval by the park board or by the governing body. So I'm looking for a motion that we that you would approve that we accept the Blacktail grant. I think we're gonna get, I think it's like $20,000. So not a huge dollar amount, but again, a lot more than zero.
I would move to approve the acceptance of that grant.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve acceptance of this grant. Any discussion? Discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Barry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Motion passes. Master plan update.
First, Coteray Dam. I'll go through Coteray and Lookout because they were done as one project together. Coteray Dam had a lot of kind of cleanup things after the camping season went over. It was really nice. Right now, Coteray looks great. It looks really nice. Grass started growing in. Everything kind of has come together. You know, once people started stop camping and we could do a little more work on it. We had a couple issues with drainage on the south side that got cleaned up. Some culverts that we had some issue with. All that got cleaned up. We still on the north side, the road on the south end of the north side, we're still working on drainage there. We've had a little bit of a washout, and part of it was that the grass didn't take right away and help with that. So other than that, I mean, and a couple other little landscaping things. A couple trees didn't live. We have a year-long guarantee on trees and that. So other than we do have a little bit of work on that one little section of road on the north side. Other than that, Coteray's done. And then Lookout Park, same thing. We had a couple last things since the last park board meeting. We needed a secure box to hold the irrigation control, and we got that in. And yeah, and we had to pour a small slab for that. And yeah, not went through and reseeded a lot. And then there is one other part where they connected rural water up there. The water line was under the road, and so they had to go in and cut into the road a little bit, and they patched it up a little bit. But they had been communicating with County Highway and Dennis, and in the spring, Dennis is going to go through and fix it up right how it should be. Dennis agreed to do that. So at the same time, also Lookout Park is completed. Looks really great. Really proud of that. And then moving on, Blacktail Dam. The nice weather, our extended construction season has made all the difference in the world out there. The goal a couple months ago was that we would get the lower part of the main campground completely paved, and hopefully get to that group campsite and get that paved. And then obviously get the bypass roads paved as well. We got all of that done, plus I don't know, well over 50% of the seeding and landscaping. All of the fill dirt has been moved in. No trees have been put in. That's all going to wait till spring. But I mean, the amount of seeding that's got done, and the amount of like I said, all of the fill dirt got put in. It looks awesome. If you haven't been out to Blacktail, and I know I sent some pictures in the packets, and it looks really great. The campground area does. And then the other part we got done is we got done all the trails. Well, almost all the trails, and they look absolutely amazing. There's nothing else like our trails at Blacktail in Williams County. It's going to be really nice. It is really nice. We do have one thing on the road going north out of Blacktail Dam. The trail comes out there, and right south of Casey Gunlickson's house, the house that's been built right in there, right south of there, the trail comes out there, and then that road, there's really nowhere to, at this point, without being more creative, to connect the trail for about 150, 200 yards. It's just, everything's pinched in too tight. And there's a little area we got to clean up and decide what we're going to do with where that trail comes out there. Our architect did propose like a trailhead with parking spots, and it seemed a little much. I mean, it was really nice, but it was also, there's a dollar amount to it, and can't always take everything that's really nice. So we got to come up with a plan on where that comes out, just to make it look nice. Other than that, the trails are going good. Everything out there, like I said, everything that we were hoping to get done this fall is done and more. So that's really great. Moving forward, we'll hit that beach area right away. They're ready to go with that, and that will be pretty harmless. And then we just have that idea of that community building, and they've been working hard on the structural and the mechanical and all of that. I'm hoping that next month when we come back, we can we'll be able to have something to show you where we can make a decision on. Our goal is still to have that bid out long before construction season coming up, so they can work on it right away next year. So that's it. Get a chance to drive out to Blacktail. It's really nice. It looks like a campground. It looks like a really nice campground. It's gonna be really nice. Epping Springbrook Dam. We are in the schematic design phase of that. We've got, like I said, there's a picture from the special road fund and another picture kind of telling you where we're at and what we're looking at. We haven't really dug real deep into pricing, right? That's the idea, right? They give us all the beautiful things and then we go, well, what's it cost? So we're just getting right there. But that'll be coming soon, and same deal. We want to break ground right away as soon as construction season opens this coming year. And then Little Egypt, we've been working our way through there. We've had one meeting where maybe a couple meetings where they presented their ideas and plans, and now we're gonna set up a time to meet with the Corps and visit with them. The Army Corps of Engineers has added a level of that needs to be approval. So rather than just going from North Dakota to the federal level, now there's a regional level in between that we got to go through. So yeah, just want to add another level in there. So just more the importance of making sure that we get that to them in a timely manner. And then, as I said, our goal is to start working that in 27. So we want to get them to them in the next couple months. Actually, I think our goal is the first week of October to meet with the Corps with Brett Gerholt, for our architect, and start talking to them about where we're at and what we're going to need to do. We are working on McGregor at the same time. We've started working on that. We want to move on that. We know that that's not going to be the biggest project we have, and we want to get after that and get that done. We don't want to wait around. Realistically, I really believe that, and I hope that everything in our master plan that we've set forward will be done by the end of construction season of 27. Maybe have to go into Little Egypt in the spring of 28 to finish up some of those landscaping and other ideas or other things. So really hoping that's where we're at. Really, once we got started, it took a long time to get moving, but now that the ball's rolling, we're moving fast, and it's really great.
When's the ski hill going to be done again?
I don't know, but we got to get after that. Huh? That's next. The ski hill.
Is it going to be right outside the city of Blacktail?
Yeah, you got that?
Isn't that on that lease area where we used to lease it out for cows and stuff? Isn't that what?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep. So I think that's, unless there's any other questions about the master plan, I think that's all I got.
I think it's called ski joring. I have a question on that little area that you're talking about, the around Blacktail, the walkway or the trail where it comes out and you have a couple, 150 yards or 200 yards of area of concern. Do we know exactly where ownership is through that area? Has it been all surveyed in so we know if we can possibly put something in the future? And then secondly, in the meantime, are we going to slow traffic down a little more through that area since they have to walk on the road?
So ownership, we do know, and really we don't own a lot more than the road and the ditch. Traditionally, trails and ditches aren't great because that's where we put snow. But we know what's there, and it's not that we can't do it. It's just that immediately to the east of Casey Gunlickson's driveway is a
Right.
really small, deep ravine, and it's also really tight right there. And so that's kind of our area. And then at the same time, once we get around the corner there, our trail crosses the road and goes inside the loop, whereas it's been outside the loop the whole time. So,
Okay.
I mean, but yes, we need to, one of our big projects this summer or this winter and to have done before spring is signage, right? We need to put up signage and safety crossings and just make people very aware. We want everyone to know that trail is a mode of transportation for people and it needs to be respected as such, and safety wise.
If we have enough snow, would you be able to use those trails as like a cross country trail? Or
There, yep, that was the design all the time, that they would all be able to be a cross country trail, or at
That's
least depending on the sun, at least depending on the sun sections of it, you know. But yes, that was our idea.
We can plant trees in the future.
As long as the beavers don't take them out, because that's been an issue.
Yeah, that's true too. How's our beaver hunter doing?
He's already got 2 out of Blacktail, and he found their dam and got 2 out of there, and didn't see any more beaver in that dam. But then he looked around, he couldn't find any other dams. But I have talked to, you know, a few residents out there, Don and John and a few other guys, and asked them, hey, keep your eyes out, let me know. But since we're talking about it, we also have the beaver trappers been up at McGregor. We lost every one of those trees by the new campsites on the north side. I think it was 15. We planted them a few years ago. Those cottonwoods we planted, I mean, they were little and fresh, and I'm sure those beavers just loved them. Tasty, yes. They went through those quick. And he's also trapping right now down at Coda Ray as well. So big year for beavers apparently.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions for master plan stuff? Anything in the parks update?
I was just going to mention about, you know, that we have had some beaver issues and some trees. So we already talked about that. But otherwise, again, just like the weather's been great for the construction season, the weather's been great for Carter and my crew. They've been able to get a lot done, and they keep working. I mean, Carter has really stepped up this past year, done a great job. Really has taken over our seasonal maintenance crew and directed them. And I no longer have to direct Carter that, hey, you need to do this, this, and this. Carter is out there actively finding the things and telling the guys to do them. And we moved this year. We moved Carter. I gave him the office next to mine, and it has really made a difference for him and his ownership of his job. He's really, you can walk in there right now. He has a dry erase board with every park and 10 little projects that the guys need to get done for every park. And they come in and they say, well, let's go to Little Egypt today. We're gonna do this, this, and this. And so that weather's helped, and just all the credit in the world to Carter for just getting after it, really showing ownership and really caring about making things better. But otherwise, I had a guy calling me, can I go camping this weekend? And yes, you can. Just there's no water, just electricity. You know, still got a random guys coming in hunting. As long as the weather stays decent, I think we'll have, you know, a handful of people doing that. And otherwise, yeah, I think unless there's anything specific about a park, that's all I got.
Okay. Any questions from the board? All right. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, guys.
Tell your guys. Thank you.
Yep.
Item H, next meeting, December 16th. Otherwise, I'll adjourn this meeting at 9:28.